Okay, I would like to call today's meeting for January 12th, 2021 of the State of Nevada Board of Examiners to order. Could I ask the clerk to take the roll, please?
Governor Sisolak.
Here.
Secretary of State Sagaski.
I'm here, thank you.
Attorney General Ford.
Here, thanks.
Let the record reflect we do have a quorum.
Okay, moving on to number 2, public comment. This is the first time set aside for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board on any item on today's agenda, that's items on the agenda, please step forward, identify yourself for the record, and comments to be limited to 3 minutes. Do we have any written public comments? Do we have anyone in Las Vegas? Do we have anyone in Carson City here? Do we have anyone on the phone? Seeing and hearing none, we'll close public comment, move on to item number 3, approval of the December 8th, 2020 minutes. Do I have a motion?
I'll move. Barbara Zagaski.
We have a motion on the floor from Secretary of State Sagaski. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item number 4, authorization to contract with the current and/or former state employee. Ms. Brown.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you want to take these all together or
Yeah,
separate?
let's take them. Does anyone object to taking them together?
No.
I do not.
We'll take them together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. There are 4 requests to contract with former employees pursuant to NRS 333.705 subsection 1 under this agenda item. The first is from the Department of Administration Purchasing Division on behalf of the Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation to contract with a former employee to perform administrative duties for the Pandemic Unemployment Program. This individual will be employed through Manpower through MSA number 18404. The second request is from the Department of Administration Purchasing Division on behalf of the Department of Public Safety Division of Emergency Management to contract with a former employee to perform resource and incident management coordination duties. This individual will be employed through Manpower through MSA number 18404. The third request is from the Department of Transportation to contract with a former employee to work on task orders through the current and future on-call service provider agreements with the Traffic Operations Division. This individual will be employed by Atkins North America. And the fourth request is from the Department of Transportation to contract with a former employee as an inspector for the full administration of Contract 3842. And this individual will also be employed by Atkins North America. Are there any questions on any of these items?
Do we have any questions?
None here.
Do I have a motion on item number 4?
Move approval.
A motion for approval from General Ford. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
I think we got that unanimous. Motion passes. Item number 5, request for recommendation of approval of the Interim Finance Committee for an allocation amount from the contingency account. Let's take these together too.
Okay, this item includes 2 requests for a positive recommendation to the Interim Finance Committee pursuant to NRS 353.268. The General Fund Contingency Account has an approximate balance of $8.4 million to cover unanticipated costs for the remainder of this biennium. If these items are approved, the remaining balance in the account will be approximately $7.5 million. The first request is from the Office of the Military for an allocation of $816,237 to cover costs associated with the implementation and operation of the Nevada Youth Challenge Program and for maintenance of National Guard facilities. The second request is from the Judicial Discipline Commission. This is for an allocation of $69,000 to cover the cost of judicial discipline investigations. Are there any questions on these items?
Do we have any questions?
None here.
Do we have anybody from the, to answer the 5A, the Office of the Military? I can go to Susan maybe. My understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that this was because of a delay in the implementing of this, and that's why it was carried over from one year to the next? Is it?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Okay, answers my question. Do we have a motion on item number 5, A and B?
I'll move approval.
We have a motion on the floor. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 6, request to pay a court order.
Item number 6 is a request for approval of a court-ordered payment of $1,000 for an order of contempt in case CV 20-00755 regarding a dispute concerning unemployment compensation for eligible unemployed Nevadans for the Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation.
Do we have any comment or questions on the request to pay a court order?
None.
Governor, my only question, this is Barbara Sagaski, would be, I hope with all of the situations and changes that you've made that we'll have this under control now.
Boy, I sure hope so. We've put
I know.
an inordinate amount of time. This is just frankly, a division that was never set up to handle the amount of volume that was put into it quickly. And
Right.
the office that was there did an absolutely incredible job. And
I know.
it's a tough situation balancing the amount of fraud that was occurring and protecting the state against that, and ultimately protecting the employers, because we pay the fraud, the rates are going to go up. So a very,
Right.
very difficult situation, but hopefully we're handling it.
Do we have the fraud under control? Because I know that was the biggest issue of all of this, is how much has been taken, and we'll never get it back, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
I just hope we have that under control.
Well, I think it's certainly a lot more under control than it was at the beginning. There's still probably isolated cases, but they did a magnificent job getting us this far, I can assure you of that.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for answering my question.
Certainly. Do we have a motion on this one?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval. Is there any discussion on the motion? And seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Item number 7.
Oh, hold 1 second.
Oh, sorry.
Governor,
General Ford.
I'm hearing that the live stream hasn't quite started yet for this meeting, so if someone could check on that.
What?
I've heard that the live stream hasn't yet started for this meeting.
I've got a technician here. Is it working or not working? It's not working.
Okay. I just wanted to let you know that that message made its way to me, so.
Okay. Kevin, can we just keep going as it is? Can we just keep going? Okay, and they'll just post it later? Okay. Item number 7, approval of proposed leases.
There are 5 leases in item 7 for approval by the board today. Are there any questions on any of these items?
I do not have any questions. You answered all of mine during my briefings. Do we have any questions on item number 7?
No, and Governor, since you mentioned it, I'd like to thank your staff as well for helping my staff go through all this. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome. I'm going to congratulate them again. It's amazing. I go in there with all kinds of questions and sticky notes on my binder and come out with all the questions answered. So they do a remarkable job. Thank you. Do I have a motion on item number 7, approval of proposed leases?
Move for approval.
A motion for approval. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 8, approval of proposed contracts.
There are 26 contracts in agenda item 8 for approval by the board this morning. Are there any questions on any of these items?
Same comment I have. Any questions on the contracts? Do I have a motion?
Move approval.
We have a motion for approval from General Ford. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing and seeing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 9, approval of master service agreements.
There are 7 master service agreements in agenda item 9 for approval by the board this morning. Do we have any additional questions on these items?
I do not have any questions on this. Do we have any questions on item number 9?
I'm here.
So, move for approval.
We have a motion for approval. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item number 10, information item, clerk of the board contracts. This is an information item. Do we have any questions on this one?
Nope.
None.
None.
Seeing none, we'll close item number 10. Moving on to item number 11. This is the second time set aside for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board on any item, please step forward, identify yourself for the record, and comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Do we have anybody in Las Vegas? See anybody? Anybody in Carson City? See no one? Do we have any written public comments?
We do not.
Do we have anyone on the phone? We do not. I will close item number 11, public comment. Item number 12 is adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion on the floor from General Ford. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. I look forward to having one of these meetings in person with you folks again soon. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you. Have a
Governor.
great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.